Hi, and welcome to the Yarn Habit Geek podcast. My name is Laura. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry as Yarn Habit Geek. There is also a Ravelry group for the podcast if you wish to join. And it's where you can find all the show notes and take part in any of upcoming WIP cows or giveaways. And before we get started with this week's episode, as I mentioned last week, I was in the hospital, but the doctors at the hospital cleared me for no surgery since I wasn't having any severe symptoms that would require my gallbladder to be removed. But I'm going back to that hospital actually sometime later this month just for another totally different thing that's been bugging me for pretty much my entire life, but that's none of your guys' concerns. I've lived with that thing since, the 90s. But with that all taken care of, let's get started with this week's episode, shall we? Alright, it's time for WIPs of the week. I've been finally mainly working on more commission work than my own personal stuff, but I have done my own personal gotten at least one of my personal items done. Of course, I do have some new WIPs this week, but first up is an old WIP that I finally got back to work on since I bought the next color yarn I needed, which I'll be talking about in my stash editions later on, which I haven't done in forever, but I have updated whatever. I've gotten a small bit of stash, but I haven't mentioned on here on the Facebook page. But we've got the Nokia Infinity Scarf from Black Panther. The fact that I finally got back to work on this, it makes me so happy. So I'm now on my 4th section, and so hopefully I can have this done before winter arrives, since we are currently in fall. But yay! So this is what I have for my Nokia Infinity Scarf. It's not gonna be the exact colorings that's used in the movie because the exact yarns used in the movie are sold out and are discontinued as well, so I have to do what I can with the colors currently out there. But I'm probably going to do this again in probably a different color scheme. But let's get back to WIPs of the week. It's something I have been not working on much because of the needle I was using. But since I picked up a brand new circular Addy Turbo, I have been working on this piece like super fast just yesterday. So I'm basically now halfway through the second row of targets for the Red Hood sweater. So yay! So hopefully I can have more of this done by next week, because I really do want to finish this one for Christmas, as it is a commission and it is more a Christmassy Red Hood sweater. But let's get on with the next one, which is actually a new WIP I just started during the week, which is the Tim Curry version of Pennywise. So I've got the body done and the face. So, and I've also started on the body, his outfit from the movie with new yarn I picked up, although I have used this yarn before in the past. I just picked up a new ball just because. So, is that. Hopefully I will have more done on Pennywise. This is the Tim Curry version, and when that's done, I'm probably going to do a little photo shoot with both the old and the new Pennywise let's get back to more WIPs. And we have Toothless. So the pattern for Toothless calls for cutting out circles of specific colored felt for the eyes. I really do not like doing felt eyes, so I go the next step, which was doing the fabric paint eyes, which I like better. But so last I showed you this, he was just the head, the body, and the legs and arms. So yeah, he's got the eyes and the little horns here. So hopefully Toothless can be done next week. So I have to wait. Oh, actually Friday is one of my break days or whatever I want to work on days. So of course you could say that about my Sunday as well, since I normally have my Sundays for sewing now. That is Toothless. And actually the two are two new scarves that I really want to finish for Christmas. But first one I'm going to show. So I still need to work more on this, but I just started working on the Slytherin scarf, the years 3 to 4 from the book Charmed Knits, which I weirdly bought because, well, actually I had gotten it because it had the right pattern for the Molly Weasley jumper or slash house coat. Actually, all the nice patterns that are kind of you see in the movie, but it's all unofficial. But I am working on a Slytherin scarf. It is going to be a gift to one of the Slytherins I am friends with. I'm not going to mention who, just in case they do watch the show. But one of my lucky Slytherin friends is getting a scarf. And lastly is another scarf I started work on, but I'm probably going to pick up another yarn to use, well, basically a nicer yarn. But this is just going to be my second mindless knit scarf because I do need something to work on when I'm on the transit, and sometimes certain projects tend to be I need to read the pattern. But this is my second mindless knit scarf. It's in worsted weight, and I'll be talking about this yarn in my stash editions, which is actually coming up next. Alright, so last segment for this week's episode, stash editions, which I haven't done in a long time that I can remember. So, first up for my stash editions are these two wonderful Lion Brand Heartland yarns in the color Olympic that I'm using for my second mindless knit scarf, which is basically my mindless knit scarf needs, I don't know how long I'm going to make it, but it will eventually probably be either once I set up my Etsy, that scarf will probably go up on Etsy, but I'm picking up a different color blue to do a scarf for a Christmas gift. So these are, so let's get a closer look. So that is the Lion Brand and Yarn Heartland in Olympic. And obviously Lion Brand is just super soft. And the next one is basically it's the second yarn ball I picked up for use of in the Slytherin scarf that I'm working on, which is the Karen Simply Soft in the color Dark Sage. So because I couldn't find anything darker than this, but I like that this says Dark Sage, and it works great with another yarn I picked up for the Slytherin scarf. And next up is the yarn I'm actually using for my fourth color in my Nakia Infinity scarf, which is the Patton's Croy Socks in the colorway Woodsy. So I have 4 more left. I'm using 2 in right now in the Infinity scarf right now, so hopefully these will all be used up. Whatever is left will be used in my what's the name? Oh yeah, my Cozy Memories blanket, which I haven't worked on in a while because I need to put in some more sock yarn into that. But next up is some Patton's Astra yarn in hot pink and weirdly hot blue. And picked these ones up for the Tim Curry version of Pennywise for his outfit. Let's face it, all the yarn I bought is going to be used immediately for projects I'm currently working on. Alright, enough of that. But next up is another yarn I'm going to be using for Pennywise, which is the King Cole Big Value DK weight yarn in the color Violet. And it is a really nice violet. And it is super soft. Let's face it, I'm going to say that a lot about most of the yarns. And next up, we have Vanna's Choice in, let's see, the Silver Heather. Now the Silver Heather is the one I'm going to be using in the Slytherin scarf for the stripes. And we also have the Charcoal Gray, which I picked this one up as it's one of the needed colors in the next few squares in the Ron Weasley blanket, which I will be getting back to work on today, because today is my blanket day. And last up is a sock weight yarn, which is the Comfort Sock and Wolla color, or in the color number is 715, but I will get the color name. Hopefully I can find the color name online, so that will be in my show notes. But this is also for Pennywise. I would have picked up the Lion Brand one, but the Lion Brand one had another color in it, and I wanted to do more of the multi-pink one. And there was the Bernays Socks one, but it wasn't the right pink, multi-pink one I wanted. But this one was perfect, and obviously I know there's going to be lots left in this, so I will probably be making a pair of socks in the future with this one. I just have to find the perfect pattern for it. But that is it for my stash editions, and also it for this week's episode. Hopefully I will have more done on WIPs. Hopefully have an actual finished object for next week. And I will see you all next week. Until then, stay crafty, my friends.